Hello everyone, welcome back to the Wolf. So this is a commodity special video and I have couple of interesting things to share with you guys. First of all, I'm on the crude oil's daily time frame chart. I hope you remember I entered in a long position in crude oil recently at approx $67, and after that you can clearly see what happened to the price. Exactly met my targets, two targets. One was this, another was this. Both of them was met and I did book profits here. But I hope you also remember, before going long on crude oil, I did made couple of videos on crude oil still. Why? Because in every video I told you all in the end that I will only enter in a long or short position on crude oil if it is above $65 or this gray zone for me. Because when the price of crude oil is above this level, I personally feel that I can be more confident in trading crude oil, and most probably it will be less unstable as compared to when it is below $65. So $65 mark acts as a threshold for me for crude oil's uncertainty or instability. And as of now the price of crude oil is $66, which is above my level, so I will enter in a long position, and I already did long and short obviously, but I did entered in a long position. It is a risky trade, very risky trade for me. So before telling you guys, first of all, before sharing my trade details and in what direction I took a trade, long or short, and why I took a trade, I want to share a very important thing with you guys. I hope you can see this huge red candle here. Started from $76 approx, ended at $67 approx in just one day. Why it happened? Well, it is because of Iran and Israel war that was happening. And when this war started, obviously Iran is a very, I would say, oil rich country, and it is in Middle East. So see, now listen to me very carefully. When this war started and Iran took a decision that it will close Strait of Hormuz, which obviously is a very, I would say, affecting news to the price of oil, because Iran obviously exports a lot of oil, and if Iran makes any kind of decision like this, then the price of oil will skyrocket towards the upside, because the supply will decrease and the demand will increase obviously. And see, here I want to share one thing with you guys. This is how retailers get trapped. First of all, when Iran made a public news announcing to the whole world that they will be, I would say, pausing their oil exports or whatever the news was related to oil, it was a major public news, meaning that it is spread into the masses, meaning that every single retailer, trader, every single normal person who hears this news, the first thought that will come in their mind will be that the price of crude oil will rise from here. It is a common sense. Okay, this is first level thinking, that anyone who hears this news will react bullish on crude oil, in a way that they are bullish on crude oil. Okay, and technically this is correct, because the supply of oil will decrease, so the demand will increase. Yes, but you also have to consider a fact that this news has been made public to the masses, meaning that every single retail trader or any normal person is able to access this news at the same time, and everyone will make a decision that they will be bullish on crude oil. So you only think that when everyone is bullish on crude oil, when everyone will buy crude oil stocks or anything related to crude oil, what will happen? Obviously the opposite will happen. This is history. Every time this happens, no matter what commodity it is, no matter what crypto, no matter what stock it is, it always happens that wherever the 99% goes, the opposite happens all the time. That's how the 99% traders and 99% people always get trapped, and only the 1% of the people makes money. This happens every single time. So next time if you hear any big famous figure talking about any stock or any commodity that it will rise or it will dump, or any country making a decision publicly, like directly on the public, and every single news channel and on every single social media post you see that, for example, Iran's decision of pausing the oil export, well, be aware, because the opposite will happen most of the times. So if you hear the same news on every single TV channel and on any social media post, do remember that not only you but the rest 99% people like you are also hearing the same news, and they will also make the same common bad decision like you, like here going long on crude oil. And guess what happened? That day a huge dump came in the price of crude oil. Now many people will say crude oil's price cannot get manipulated. Well, it is so easy to manipulate the price of crude oil. It is so easy to manipulate the price of gold and silver. And one more thing I have to share with you guys, that the price of gold is decided by a private company only in a world. Only few elite 0.01% people decides the price of gold. Yes, so if you think that gold is a commodity and its price is on supply and demand, yes it is, but it can be manipulated very easily. And the same thing happened here also. When everyone was buying crude oil stocks or crude oil indirectly or directly, the smart people went short on crude oil. They sold their crude oil stocks, or in any form they just sold their oil. Why? Because there was a very good chunk of liquidity on the other side, and this was a very good opportunity to trap all the retailers, like it always happens. And always the opposite thing happens as of now. And you can clearly see, when the market opened, when the new day started, many people were buying crude oil. As I told you, 99% people were buying crude oil because they did not used critical thinking. They only believed the first level thinking, and they bought crude oil or stock or any kind of crude oil. And because they were bullish? No, because they were greedy. And guess what happened? Many smart traders went short, or many smart investors sold their stake of oil immediately on those people, and you can clearly see a huge dump happened here. So this was a very important thing that I wanted to share with you guys. So talking about my trade on crude oil, well, as of now I have not entered in a trade in crude oil. I would say I was just on the brink of taking a trade, but I did not enter in any trade in crude oil. Why? Well, when the price of crude oil dumped till $65 level, I thought that I will enter in a long position here, because this is a very good level to go long. Why? Because the price of crude oil did a breakdown of this important purple zone without a retest, and it has come near my important $65 level, but I did not find any good trade. As you can clearly see, the price of crude oil closed below $65, so I did not enter in any trade. Over here also, over here also, here same. And on 2nd of July the price of crude oil pumped all the way up till $67. So obviously I won't enter here, because it's just a huge pump, and there has to be a retest at $65 level, then only I'll enter in a long position in crude oil. So as of now I'm just waiting for the price of crude oil to come near the $65 level and retest this level, then I will definitely enter in a long position here. But obviously this is a very risky trade, because there are high chances that the price of crude oil can dump here as well, dump from this point. But it will be a risky trade, and but I'll still enter in a long position in crude oil if it comes near my $65 level for a retest. Then only I'll enter in a trade, and not now. Talking about gold and silver, as of now there is nothing much in the market. Gold's price is also sideways only. And talking about silver, I already made a video on silver, that why this huge dump happened, so do check that video out. But after that, the price of silver is also sideways, nothing much in gold and silver. Both of them are just same, acting same. And I'm not finding any good opportunity to enter in a long or short position here, neither in gold nor in silver. So it is better for me to wait as of now. And yeah, this is just it for my commodities video, nothing much as of now. And I am planning very soon to enter in a long position in crude oil, and will definitely take a trade there. And most probably, I don't care if there are plethora of things happening in the world, but I trust my technical analysis as well. So I will enter in a long position on crude oil if I find a good opportunity. But as of now, I'm just waiting to get that good opportunity to let a good setup being formed. And yeah, this is it, nothing much in gold and silver, as I already shared the analysis with you guys. The market of gold and silver as of now is very silent. And let's wait, if I find a good opportunity, then only I'll take a trade. So I hope you understand in today's video my analysis on crude oil, gold and silver. And also I hope you understand that how easy it is to trick retailers, how to trick the 99% audience in this whole entire world. And it is important to use your brains and think critically and above your default first level thinking that comes into your mind. So this is it, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.